I'm sorry. I'm just really cynical about everything. You know why I'm cynical, friends? Here's why I'm cynical. Let me read something to you. This is real, okay? And this is all from the media. All right, I want to read something. This is what we're up against. This is why it's so very important for us to door knock and phone bank and get out in the streets. We cannot rely on the media. And you hear it every day. If you're really paying attention, you hear it every day. People think they're slick, but they're not. They're not. They're not. They're trying to be slick, slidey and stuff. They slip in little comments here and there. But you only have to do is pay attention. You can hear it. Let me tell you, this is JD. This is a headline. Vance wants to raise child tax credits to $5,000. Here's why that could be difficult. That's a headline. That was a headline. When J.D. Vance was going out on a road, he said he wants to raise the child tax credit to $5,000. Here's why that could be difficult. That was a headline. From the very same outlet, Harris proposes $6,000 tax credit for new parents and other middle-class tax breaks. No commentary around it. None whatsoever. She wants to do $1,000 more, but there's no commentary around it. He wants to do $5,000. She raises it by $1,000 because it's higher, and they don't say, here's why that could be difficult. That's what we're up against. It's subtle. I mean, it's only in your face when you can see it back to back, but it's subtle. It's saying at the end of Trump's speech, oh, the fact checkers will be busy tonight, and at the end of her speech is nothing. What a wonderful speech. Oh, my God, she's such a wonderful speaker. That's the subtle differences, my friends. That's what we're up against. So we've got to combat that by getting in the streets, knocking on doors, and phone banking. That's the only way. You got to be strong on your social media. Don't be mean. Be strong. Let me say that again. Don't be mean. Be strong. Let me read this to you. This is true. This is a fact. I'm reading it right now, and I can share it on my Facebook if any of you want me to. CBS News. This is CBS News. CBS News on Twitter. Vice President Kamala Harris is rolling out a new policy position saying she'll fight to end taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers. That's what they said. CBS News on Twitter. This is the same CBS News on Twitter. Former President Donald Trump's vow to stop taxing tips would cost the federal government up to $250 billion over 10 years, according to nonpartisan watchdog group. The exact same news outlet talking about the exact same policy from two different candidates. This is what we're up against. And they will tell me, oh, well, Shelley, you're a little bit strong for Trump. I can't understand it. But CBS News calls her same policy that he said first. They just said, this is what she wants to do. When he said it, it's going to cost the government $250 billion over 10 years. That's what we're up against. It's plain in front of your face. And then they wonder why people don't trust them. They wonder why people tune them out. You know why people tune you out? Because you've lost their trust. It's not because they don't care. It's not because they're deplorable. It's not because they're Trump supporters. It's not because they're dupes or rubes or dummies. It's because you've been lying to them. And they're not dumb people. I'm sorry they don't have Harvard and Yale degrees, but they're not dummies. They've survived this long. They bought homes. They put kids through colleges. They've moved up in the world. Through their own grit, through their own hard work, through their own common sense. And what they've realized, what they come to realize starting in 2016 and again in 2020, but especially now in 2024, what they've come to realize is that you all are liars. They found you out. And what do? You double down on the lies. Shelley Winter Show.